Today, our episode is going to be about things that musicians should put more time on doing. And a little bit before I start, I just want to remind you that last week's episode that you can find on IGTV or here on YouTube on the Music channel, it was about how to properly collaborate online and avoid being scammed or avoid your material be stolen. So it's on IGTV or on YouTube on Music. Let me know what you think about that. And the next episode next week is gonna be about scams online. I gonna show you some emails that I got from companies offering me different stuff, and I actually checked those companies and I talked to the people that use their services. And I'm gonna show you the conversation, and I'm gonna show you the websites, and I'm gonna show you the emails, and we're gonna compare which ones are real and which ones are just fake promises, and you definitely shouldn't use their services. But enough about past and future, let's talk about what we're gonna have today. Today I'm gonna mention 5 things that I personally think that I'm not doing enough. And I think musicians often forget about these stuff. I'm here to remind me and you guys that we should definitely spend some more time on doing them. Let's get to number 1, reaching out. Reaching out to blogs, magazines, newspapers, YouTubers, promoters, whatever is out there. I think we should spend more time on reaching out to them and writing those emails and calling those companies, because from what I know, often I just write few emails in a day and then I come back to it like a week after. I don't think it's right. I think we should have like every day, or even like once 2 days, reach out to these new outlets that can promote our music. I see often musicians that they write one email, they don't get a response, and they just forget about that. And I think it's really wrong, because just today, true story, just today, I saw that my email was read by the magazine that I was sending them my stuff, but they didn't reply. So I was like, okay, I can take it to the side of, oh my god, they didn't like my stuff, so probably it's just like, it's a no. Or I can think, well, maybe they're just too busy. So I wrote them another email and I was like, hey, I'm just checking if you got my email about like what I sent. This is the email. Please get back to me and like let me know what's going on. And they replied. And they were like, thank you for the email. We definitely gonna check out the stuff that you said, and I'm gonna talk with the editors, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that. If I wouldn't send the other email, the nagging email that most people don't like to send, I wouldn't get the response. So definitely reach out more and spend more time on those emails, because it's really important, and you're gonna improve your skills, and you're gonna see which emails you get replies on, and which companies are interested, and how to write the right title to get the attention. It's something that you should practice on, because you're doing it by yourself. Number 2, gonna be searching. Before I get to searching, don't forget to subscribe if you like the video, and if these tips are relevant to you, subscribe and like the video, comment below and say something. But number 2 is searching new outlets all the time. We often just know that there are certain newspapers and certain magazines and outlets and radios that we want to reach out to, and then we keep nagging them all the time, and we're like, okay, they're not answering, so they're probably not interested. What about the other ones? What about the new ones? A lot of times people looking at the numbers, and I think it's so wrong to look at the number and see, oh, but this magazine has no likes, so like there's nothing I can do there. It's not true, because eventually this magazine will have you as the first article, the first video, or the second or the third, and then when this magazine blows up, you're gonna blow up with it. So don't look at the numbers and think, I just need fader because like the rest of them are just too small. Don't be this arrogant to think that small outlets and small channels, small YouTubers are not gonna blow up, because when they do, you're already there. So use these moments, use these bloggers that are just now opening the vlog or the blog or the YouTube channel, and they're searching for stuff, they're searching for materials. Find them and use them, because they need you and you need them, and you can all work together and you can help each other to actually grow and blow up. Quick tip on how to reach for these bloggers: hashtags. Just use these hashtags and write bloggers, blog YouTubers, small YouTubers, music blogs, music channel, whatever. Just use these hashtags, because that's how I found a lot of blogs that I reach out to. Some of them took my stuff, some of them didn't, but I got my articles already there. So use the hashtags. Instagram is really helpful with that. Use groups on Facebook for musicians. A lot of times I see posts from new bloggers and new YouTubers that's searching for artists to interview. So be the first one to go there and do that. Number 3, and this is something that I'm guilty of, communicating online. And I know a lot of times you hear that you need to always constantly communicating with your followers, with your fans, with your listeners. That's true. But I want to talk about something else. I want to remind you that your fans are not the only one that are on Instagram. On Instagram, you have everybody. You have influencers, you have business people, bar owners, promoters, club owners. You can start reaching out to them, and you can start just to get to know them and let them know you. Because if a club promoter knows that he has on Facebook someone that's always liking his photos, that like communicating, you can ask him something, you can write him a message like, hey, nice to meet you, cool profile, I'm following you, something like that. Start communicating. And then when the club promoter gonna open back his club after the coronavirus is over, he's gonna open up his club and he's gonna think, I have this DJ on Instagram and I kind of need a DJ for Friday because I don't have. Oh, cool, I'm gonna ask him if he can play something. There you go. And if you don't know how to reach out, you don't know how to make a phone call, don't know how to write an email, I have 3 videos about networking. The first one is the basics of networking. The other one is how to communicate via phone call and how to communicate properly on email. So make sure you watch them before you write an email or before you're making a phone call to some business or some blog or some YouTubers. Watch this episode because it's really helpful. Number 4, working on your pitch. It's very important that you constantly rewriting the email that you're always sending, and you're constantly working on your bio and how can you write that better and how you can explain yourself better. But I think it's something that we need to spend more time on, just to kind of practice on what we want to say with the least amount of words, but with a really big explanation about who we are. I personally have this on my to-do list forever now, to rewrite my bio on Spotify, to rewrite my bio on my YouTube channel, in my website, maybe on my Instagram. It's something that needs to be constantly changed because you need to learn, you need to evolve, you need to improve yourself, and every time you're doing new stuff. So make sure you're adding those stuff and maybe kind of erasing the irrelevant information, because your pitch and your bio is one of the most important things that you need to have when you're reaching out to people that don't really know you. Number 5, reading about artists. You probably have an artist that you're looking up to. Take this artist and start reading about his life, his growth, the way that he succeeded, how they did it, how many times a day they practiced, who did they reach out to, how their website look like, how their Instagram looks like. Just start following this person and reading everything about him. Some of them have books that they wrote about the way to success, and from there you can take those tips and those hacks to grow, and just starting kind of repeating the steps that they did. If they practiced 20 hours a day, practice 20 hours a day. If they uploaded to Instagram 3 times a day, try to upload 3 times a day, because this is your audience. If you're similar and if you're kind of like following this artist, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're like this artist and you need to do everything like him, but those are the tips and those are the ways that make this artist succeed. So learn them and follow the tricks. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because next week I'm reminding you that we're gonna have some episode about scams and stuff that you should avoid. And I think now more than ever you're getting a lot of emails about like, hey, do you want more followers on your Instagram? Do you want to grow? You should pay for placement in Spotify, whatever. We have a lot of those emails right now, and it's very important to know which ones we need to use and which ones we need to erase and like completely block them out of our emails. So make sure to next Wednesday, 11 a.m. LA time, you're gonna be here and watch the video.